The alleged Rexburg roadway exhibitionist enthusiast. So, Rexhibitionist?
Yikes.
Revealed.
Summer fun with soda wars, sweet corn, and duck races.
Chamber. More like shh, 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 shh. Since silence and sneakiness is their strategy. And more questions than answers as usual.
And what we feel is a heartbreaking story of defrauding disadvantaged individuals.
Right here, right now, tonight, on a brand new IFAF.
IFAF, Idaho Falls Local, Independent, Alternative Media, with hosts Mike Nelson and Karley Morgan.
Welcome back and good evening, ungovernables, outliers, independent thinkers. Hit that like button, rate, comment, subscribe, use a digit or your tongue. Do you know your tongue works?
Oh, yeah. Tip of your nose, too, if you don't want to lick your nasty phone.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do they say? The phone has more bacteria than
They're like a toilet seat.
Public restroom toilet seat.
Wouldn't surprise me either, because I've seen what you people do with your hands. It's disgusting.
You filthy people. And you're pooping on romaine. Or no, it was iceberg this time.
Yeah, jeez.
And getting the E. coli? Ebola? Whatever.
All kinds of crazy diseases.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, let the algorithm know you're into. A great start. Idaho Falls, community, counterculture, commentary, comedy.
And washing your hands.
Hygiene.
Yeah.
Basic human hygiene.
Basic.
Yeah, basic. We hope.
Yeah.
We take back everything we said last episode. Now let's make some new mistakes. And let's get going, Karley, because this ain't even our whole night.
Yeah, we got a lot going on today.
What a weekend. Let's go ahead and go straight to the Lalabo.
Yes, let's.
This is fragrance number 12 on our road to 17. Mm-hmm. This is Jasmine 17.
Yes. Yeah, let's give this one a go. Now, if you don't know, jasmine is a type of flower. It's also very popular for tea.
And a Disney princess.
That too. Ooh, this is actually pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to give this a little
If I recall correctly, this was one of Jared's favorites.
Yeah. Well, and I don't usually really like jasmine because I think that it gets really soapy a lot of the time. Mm-hmm. But this one's really nice. It's very light. It's got a nice greenness to it too. But still very floral, which is nice.
I'm going to a meeting.
Oh, yeah? And you want to smell like a fancy lady?
Oh, that does smell. Yeah, it's actually with a bunch of fancy ladies. It's
there you go.
It's a high society tea kind of thing. No.
Oh, right.
It's a Sound Summer musical board meeting.
Oh, yeah, so they're going to love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to walk in smelling like the fancy soaps in their bathroom that no one's allowed to use.
I love it. That's
I think
fantastic.
That's actually really nice.
Yes.
Now, I think what will really determine how good this one is how long it lasts.
Okay.
Because one thing that I've noticed with Lalabo is that their stuff doesn't last very long.
Right.
You know, I feel like it's gone within like an hour, which is kind of pathetic.
It depends. The one we had last week, the Lang?
Yes.
Lang 49? That stayed forever.
Yeah, that's true. You know, it's always the ones that I don't like that have really good lasting power.
Now, which one was it was the Labdanum 18, that Shadow Domain. We said it smells like.
Yes. Yeah, like a dude who really likes incense and wears black, you know, like a fancy older gentleman.
And lives in Shadow Domain. And well, they have a little character there. I can't believe I forgot his name, but here's the deal. We haven't been checking our socials.
I know, we've been so bad. We've had a lot going on.
It's summer. It's busy.
Yeah.
And
also, we like to hit the pool sometimes.
But they actually ordered it, and they're like, oh, yeah, you're right. This does kind of smell like, you know.
I love that so much. I'm so glad that they agreed that it did smell like, you know, their place.
An Addams Family basement.
Yes.
Or
something.
something.
I would actually say more like an Addams Family attic.
Okay.
You know, because basements usually have a muskier, mildewy smell.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You know, whereas that one, it's a little bit warmer and like more arid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a welcome summer breeze.
Yeah, that's nice.
Blowing through the Jasmine 17 in my mind.
Also impressive that it, according to the number, only took them 17 takes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe
We've talked
it.
about how I don't buy it. You just came up with one. you don't do like 257, or that would make you seem like incompetent perfume makers. You don't do 2 because you didn't put enough effort into it. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
That's why you choose things in the teens, 20s, 30s.
And I think 40 is the highest it goes, right?
40s. Well, Lang was 49.
Okay. Yeah, can't admit to that 50.
And of course, the one that started it all, Santal 33. Mm-hmm. Okay. We has the sad today. And we're going to talk about it right up front so you see how damn professional we are for the other part of this podcast.
Right.
But shortly after last week's show.
Yeah. So my cat hadn't been feeling very well the day that we filmed. I'd been really worried about him even like the night before. I took him in as soon as we were done filming, and basically we found out that his chest cavity, so not his lungs, but his chest cavity was full of fluid, and it was likely either from late-stage cancer or late-stage heart disease, which was unexpected because I thought actually seemed like he'd been doing a lot better. And he had been more playful, friskier, over the last couple of months. And so I really wasn't expecting it to be this, big catastrophic deal, but it was.
And that's the worst.
Yeah. And so it was just really unexpected, and we had to put him down. And
he didn't make it.
It's just, the hardest part about it has been that, like, he was my cuddly pet. He was the one that wanted to curl up in my lap and be held like a baby.
Yes.
And so not having him has been really hard.
And he was adorable. One of those orange dreamsicle cats.
Yeah. And he'd always sleep in my arms at night.
He would.
And so my arms have been hurting so bad when I wake up because I don't know what to do anymore. And it's just been really hard.
It's that when you have that kind of loss, it's like walking up the stairs in the dark and you can't see and you think there's one more step, but there isn't.
Right.
And that's not my analogy. It was some fucking movie. I don't know.
Well, and
And so when your foot comes down, it just lands extra hard.
Right. Well, and especially because he wasn't really all that old. He was only 11. And most of my cats have lived a lot longer. Like my mom had this cat when I was a kid that lived till she was like 21. Like she could legally drink.
We talked about my friend Ben's cat, Shotgun.
Yeah.
Who made it 20 years.
Right. So I wasn't expecting it at all, and it's really hit me super duper hard and been super awful.
It's been a rough week.
Yeah.
And you're sort of grateful for those 2 or 3 hours that you have company with friends, or a movie, or work, or, something to engage you. Because then when there's your first quiet moment, bam.
A lot of tears this week.
And those 5 stages of grief, denial, bargaining, anger, depression, acceptance, they're not linear. Like, you don't just work through them and then you're done. It's 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Yeah.
It's work through it for a year, think you're done. A year later, it hits you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Facebook memories. Yeah. You going to be okay?
Eventually.
Let me rephrase that. You're going to be okay.
Yeah. Should I go get tissue?
All right. Note to self. We need tissues here. Would this work? Would the IFAF white glove, would that work? Note to self, we need tissues here in the studio. Let me clean up the mess I just made on the side here.
You're okay.
Can he do it? No, he cannot. He is a Virgo with OCD.
All right. Okay, let's try to get this done, yeah?
Yeah.
Then
and rest in peace, little lion Leo. We'll see you on the other side, little buddy. Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the show?
Yeah.
Other than that, Mike and Karley, how was your week? Great, thanks for asking. Soda Wars was awesome. Thanks, Idaho Falls Chuckers.
Yeah, that was a really fun event to get to go to.
Yeah.
I did like the 80s night theme. Honestly, I feel like more places, like more stuff should be 80s themed because it's still relatively easy to do with modern clothes, but you get to do a lot more fun stuff with it.
I was sad my electronic blinky glasses didn't really show up in the sunlight.
Right.
They showed up a little bit later that night. But so we tried sodas from 3 different places. Oh, by the way, Nate Eaton wasn't there.
Yes, yeah, it ended up being Nate Sunderland.
Instead, it was the much more handsome, much more talented, less appreciated Nate Sunderland.
You're so opinionated, Mike.
Nate Eaton's just the pretty boy who, tries to buy chocolate 6 months late. And but I have to say, Karley, last week I also saw he has bested me now. So Nate, maybe it's, first of all, this is all good-natured ribbing, right, buddy? But he and his wife, Erica, right, went to Gem Lake. He's like, I've lived here years, 11, and I've never been to Gem Lake. And so we went, well, shit, dude, you got me there.
You've never been to Gem Lake?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I've been there.
Right.
I've looked at it.
Sure.
And then walked away.
Oh, okay.
But they, were in some sort of watercraft.
Oh, okay.
Canoe, kayak built for 2, something.
Oh, cute.
Yes.
Well, your birthday's coming up. Maybe we
Cheers,
could go.
buddy. I'm good. Anyway, so mad props to Soda Barn. That's the brand new one by Stella's.
Yes, I did really like them.
And Marco's Pizza?
Yeah, I feel like they had the best flavored drink that I had. Now, to be fair, there was a limited selection of flavors. They did have the most options, so that could be part of it too.
They brought their best, these 3 places. Soda Barn, that's by... I said, right, Marco's Pizza, brand new McDonald's,
Stella's.
Ammon and Lincoln. Stella's, the brand new Bingham Healthcare Urgent Care.
Yes,
that we got invited to. Thanks, Valerie. No thanks to you, Chamber of Commerce. Oh, kidding. Boy, are we going to have a great one for you. You're going to love today. You're going to love today.
I know.
You're going to amor fatty what we've got for you. And then we had the concessions at Mountain America Center. Those were decent. And then, the Nice Spot.
Yeah, the Nice Spot was kind of a little bit of a dark horse, I thought.
Shout out to the Ericksons and the Baumgartners and, Grandma Brenda Baumgartner, who we've mentioned before. You may remember her from her stints as a news anchor on Local News 8 and KPVI News Channel 6.
Right.
Also did a bunch of stuff with Port Neuf Valley Medical Center, Ermac way back in the day. She's the grandma. and Brandy and hubby have Michael have put this thing together, and they're just excellent.
Yeah, they were really good.
Fantastic sodas as well.
I will say I felt like theirs were a little more creative, and I really liked the lime cold foam that they put on their little raspberry drink that they had there.
They had a plussed Mountain Dew with a little raspberry in it.
Yeah.
And this, foam infused with lime.
Yeah. It was really, really good.
Creamy foam infused. It was just amazing. I was like, what am I tasting? It was my favorite.
Yeah. That one was really incredible. I liked the Soda Barn's Malibu Nights, I think was the one that I got just a hair more.
That was fantastic,
plus, I thought
too.
the Malibu theme was kind of cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you know what? I've been really dying to go into the Nice Spot because I keep seeing them, and their place looks really super cute. So I guess we'll have to go.
We're gonna go.
Give it a try sometime in store.
The Nice Spot. Give it a try sometime. Okay, duck races. Didn't win. Didn't win the Kia.
Bunch of shit.
Right. Does everybody do what we did, which was we went down there.
Yeah.
It was fun. Saw our good friend Jeff from Jeff and Greg.
Yeah. Got one of those. Oh, did you see that Lucky Duck? Well, you did, but I got their Lucky Duck lemonade.
Amazing
it was
lemonade.
So cute. And I love that they went and got like little duck keychains to put on it.
Yeah, they did it just for the duck races.
Yeah, way to super duper plus A plus, you guys. Very good.
So let's talk about that Saturday farmers market on the east side of the river, inside the West Bank on the west side of the river, market of Idaho Falls.
Actually, I think there was a wedding there this time.
Oh, shoot, that's right. That's right.
But usually there is that other one.
Right.
Yeah.
In the place where there was the Market of Idaho Falls, there was a wedding this time. And the only reason you know that is we had to go in there to pee.
Which I felt
Sorry,
so
wedding guests.
bad about.
When you got to go, you got to go.
Right. Well, and it's like a shared bathroom within that entire thing. So it's
With
not.
vampire penguin?
Yeah, you can't really have it be totally cut off, which is too bad. But kind of funny. And I actually think it's sort of nice because then like strangers can go in and like, enjoy your festivities a little bit too. Be like, oh, hey, congratulations. Good job for you guys.
I was hoping it was right at the part where you could object. Because I was going to just throw something out there and see what happened.
In some places, if you do that, like even if you're kidding, they actually have to stop the wedding and they cannot proceed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So don't do that as a joke ever.
This is my favorite mime to make. So sorry if you're just listening, audio only listeners, but where you go like this.
Oh, yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.
You sort of mime pulling the pin off a grenade with your teeth, throwing it into the room and leaving when you're acknowledging basically, sorry to leave, like on a Friday afternoon when you've resolved all of your issues, but you need to dump a few on, the title company or the lender.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a great weekend.
Not so much.
It's up to you. But, okay, what else? The Pints and Paws event at IBC.
Yes, which I thought was such a great idea, by the way.
Fundraiser for the Snake River Animal Shelter.
Yes, which, again, you always have to appreciate and love those fundraisers, especially because the Snake River Animal Shelter really does do such great work for the community, and for the critters of the community, which is very important to me.
Yeah, we got to see MZD.
Yes.
Michelle Seal Dingman. Michelle Ziegler Dingler. Zingle Dingle.
Mizzle Dingle Zingle. Yeah, wait, Zingle Dingle. Mizzle Zingle Dingle.
That's the new one.
I like that. That's
You're
cute.
going to have to live with that.
But here's what's funny is that we, stupidly, thought it was being held at the actual shelter, which really makes no sense. I don't know why we thought that. It's because we're dumb and didn't read the flyer.
Well, we were right there.
Yeah.
On the river.
Yeah.
We started at Broadway. We saw the people getting set up for the duck races. And then they had the duck races. And I'm like, well, that's just Snake River Animal Shelter. It's just one more over. I think I was focused on them. Yeah.
Yeah. So we went over there for the event, only to find out it was not there. So instead, we took a minute and we played with the kittens because I really needed that this week.
Big kitten energy.
Yeah.
Big kit energy.
Oh, they were really cute. There was one named Macron. Who was so cute and had the biggest, loudest purr. Oh my gosh. Anyway. But anyway, after that, we did go to the Idaho Brewers. What's it called?
IBC, Idaho Brewing Company next to the Heart.
Yes. And we did, look around at the fundraiser and hang out for a minute, and it was very nice. It was great having Paige Ann performing.
Yeah.
I did really like her choice in songs. I have a feeling you hated it because it's not your style at all.
I really do. People don't believe this when I say hate Fleetwood Mac. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. You hippie, weird, nasally singing. And listen, Lindsey Buckingham is an amazingly talented guitarist because he learned by playing the banjo or watching a banjo player, but then he did it on the guitar, hence all of his plucking. Hence. Right. And I still can't stand it, but Paige Ann did a lovely job.
Yeah.
Jury's still out on the guitarist, but did I become best friends with Jeff Townsend? And I'm sorry, that cheesy line, Karley.
It's okay.
Walks up to Karley, first of all, playing his guitar, as if to demonstrate to all involved, the crowd and all of his amazing gazers and onlookers, that he does have a wireless Bluetooth connection between his guitar and the speakers. That's just, wow. That is, you're so 3008, and we're the other thing. Yeah. And then looked at Karley, hey, have you sung for me before? Have you sung with me before? I think was the exact line. Jeez. And Karley, taking things at face value, which is what I usually do. I'm sitting there going, oh, God, dude, does that really work?
Well, and also because I was kind of caught off guard.
No, I don't think so. I think I would remember singing songs in public.
I kind of wonder, too, if he was kind of trying
with a rhythm guitarist or whatever you are.
Yeah, well, and he was like, do you, like, he kind of invited me to sing, I thought. Or he's
yeah.
oh, are you a good singer? And I was
he'll
like,
give
not
you
in public.
private lessons, Karley.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure he will.
You know, Mike, I think that you're just jealous he didn't flirt with you.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I have an excellent singing voice. God.
Anyway.
No, but really, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a cheap Nikon from the Idaho Youth Ranch and throw it around my neck and walk around. Didn't you model for me before?
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. I need a couple of buttons down on my shirt. Let me do this.
You want to unleash the beast?
Yeah. Now I need some chains or something. Anyway. So that was fun. And what else? Landon's Sweet Leavened Corn arrived at the corner of 12th and Holmes for the first time this summer.
Yes, and it was so delicious. Oh my gosh.
I always try to show up on the first day.
Yeah, and you did it up in the air fryer, right?
Yes.
With the husk still on.
With the husk still on, guys.
So smart.
The little Ninja or 5-in-1, whatever you got, air fryer. Mm-hmm. You throw them in at 400. 20 minutes, set it for 20 minutes. Flip after 10. Husk still on. Take it out. Ha.
Right.
The husk's all the way down.
And then you lay it on a full stick of butter.
Which is your handle, yes. And just set it on a full stick of butter.
Yeah.
If you want to be middle-class baller, that's how you do it.
Right. That was a really good dinner, though. You did a great job.
We wrecked that stick of butter.
Yeah.
we had Jared from Sugar Beast over. And,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it was just sort of a light dinner. We're all kind of like, 90 degree. Who can eat in 90 degree heat?
Well, and also that gave us room to go to Baker's Dozen and get a couple of donuts afterward, too.
Did you know they're open till 8 on Saturdays?
I know, which about time, honestly.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Also, it was really funny to learn that apparently donuts are Jared's favorite dessert. You'd think it would be ice cream.
But you know what? I love seeing that. I love little surprises. We actually, so I think I've said on this very show before, Jared is so good at what he does and so discriminating and so good at other shit too. Remember, he's been on Project Runway.
Yeah, and AbFab.
And AbFab, F's sake.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, he knows
his stuff.
He's been to New York Fashion Week. He was at that famous pool party in LA where they were doing performance art and he's been around and he's seen some shit. And I think because of that, the people that know kind of go, well, he must be a pretentious prick then. And he's not. He's just the nicest guy. So I just want to state for the record that I love that Mr. can do anything with any artistic medium. You just name it.
Yeah.
In this case, sugar for the next little bit. God knows what he's going to do with the rest of his life. He's already lived 5 of them. But he just goes down to the corner donut shop, Baker's Dozen. They're on Woodruff by John Adams. And gets a donut at 7 o'clock at night.
I love it, honestly. Sometimes it's those sweet, simple things that make life really worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus I will say their Boston cream maple donuts, it's so good. Especially because some places don't put Boston cream in it. They do that weird sort of whipped cream type filling and call it Boston cream, and that is incorrect.
You have explained that what you like is the stuff that's like pudding.
Yes. Exactly. The good shit. That.
Putting this donut in my mouth.
Yeah. I had two donuts for breakfast this morning.
Oh my God.
A pink sprinkly one, and I had a maple Boston cream donut.
I want to make sure we're covering everything. Oh, Ammon Days.
Right.
So we talked about that, right, in the dunk tank?
Yes.
I forgot this from last week.
Okay.
I wanted to mention that I've decided something.
Oh.
So at the Ammon Days thing, Ammon Days Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the media day to kind of tee up everybody, says, hey, please go spread this to your audiences far and wide. So they invited...
Yeah, which we get invited to, by the way.
I guess now we're members of the media.
Yeah.
Go figure. Who was the first one to cave? Eastern Idaho State Fair.
Yep.
It's almost been a year. We're going to see you in just
so excited.
a couple of weeks, right? For fair food judging, Katie.
Yes. Which, by the way,
Gary,
I really want to bring Jared with us to the fair food tasting.
Oh my God. Can we do that?
Just because I think he'd be so freaking hilarious at that thing.
And I know that Jeff Roper and Danielle Mullenix will be there.
Yes.
Or at least
right.
they were last year. I'm assuming. Megan's is somewhere in there. Linda's somewhere in there. But I think that's the duo that does that.
Yeah.
And,
this time I've got to remember to bring some Tupperware.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tupperware. Big old cooler.
Yeah. Some kind of snackle box.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I ran into Danielle. She was shooting for Local News 8 in their noon hour. And I think even like doing a live shot. And remember last time I saw her at the live shot was it St. Patty's Day?
Sounds right.
So like 6 months, has it been that long? Oh my God. August 8 minus 3. Is that almost. Anyway, and I brought her some Bailey's Irish cheesecake for her and her photographer buddy, the techie that was there shooting the thing. And, just to say hi.
Right.
And this time around, I was like going through the dessert line. Well, right at the end of the dessert line, Danielle was set up. So I grabbed 2 desserts. So now apparently I am Danielle Mullenix's dessert bitch. And I'm fine with that. But the thing I've decided, Karley, is that she really is, other than you, of course, Idaho Falls Disney princess.
Oh, really?
Well, first of all, she's doing all of these Disney things.
Oh.
And
what kind of Disney stuff?
Well, here's what we're going to get to. So she's got, I've been at a news station. I see what's involved. If you do morning news, you're getting up at 2 or 3 a.m.
Yeah, right.
No exaggeration. To be made up and mentally acute by 5:30, 6, whenever you go on. So
at that point, I think I would just pull on all-nighters and just go completely nocturnal.
So she's doing this, and that is honestly what I want to know is when the hell do you sleep?
Right.
She's doing this, but she's also playing Cosette in Les Mis.
Right. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
At the new and improved Playmill Theater, right?
Which we've got to go to.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We do. You've never been to Nate Eaton. If you beat me to that.
Yeah. Then you're going to have some real egg on your face.
I'll stop talking. I'll just shut my whore mouth. Okay? So we need to go see Danielle at the Playmill as Cosette in Les Mis. But then she's also female swing for both Frozen and Newsies.
Jeez Louise.
So if any woman in those 2 shows goes down, they call her for backup, and she has to go on. Now,
how do you remember all of that?
Exactly.
You
How do you
know?
remember the line? So you need to know all of the parts.
Yeah. You need to memorize the entire play.
Somehow I have conned Sound Summer Musical and who put on Clue?
Oh, Act.
Jim City Players Act. A couple of people to cast me in shit, and I don't know why they do it. I think maybe it's a pity vote. And but
You do a great job, Mikey.
I can barely remember my lines and my cues and how to react and what's going on and when to be. So I don't know what kind of it's meth, right? You can admit it.
Disney princesses don't do meth, Mike.
Anyway, so go see Danielle as Cosette in Les Mis. As she's going to be Anna in Frozen August 4th.
Oh, I love Anna.
Then Anna.
Yeah.
And take over the role of Bolda, who is the Troll Queen,
I love that.
from August 23rd to September 5th. Holy cow.
I love that. Good for her.
Yeah. Yeah, you are built different. And I don't mean built different in this sort of mommy blogger way, whose whole identity is being, mad at her parents and her siblings and her ex and good Lord, what are her kids going to say about her in 10 years? I shudder to think. But you are built different. And has she been IFAF yet? I'm so damn disorganized.
If she, you know what? Why don't we go ahead and make her it this week? And if she's already been it before, then congratulations for the twofer.
Okay. Then that might be some sort of record.
That might be.
Anyway, get the hell out of here. You're too good for Idaho Falls. And which I said the minute you came here, by the way. Remember? If we had a real producer, we'd roll back the tape. But you are IFAF this week. Chris Pie 5. 21 finger gun salute.
Pew.
Chef's kiss.
To you for being so damn good.
Get the hell out of here. All right. And of course, let's listen, because that's the sound of Jeff Roper saying, I already called her Idaho Falls Disney Princess. I already used the terms IFAF. Did you? Or did you just think it? Or did you just think it as soon as you heard me say it? Victor, were you really going to play Christmas music before I was? You thought about it. Victor, were you really going to do a podcast? Because I did a podcast. I'm kidding. I actually had a great conversation with Victor this week. And I love you, buddy.
Well, and also, Mike, do we really need any more enemies?
No. I think there's
I don't know why we're out here making more nemesis.
I think if you asked an objective third-party observer, knowing that I use hyperbole and I enlarge to show texture and I exaggerate to make a point,
right?
And use words as sharp as knives and blow things out. How many times am I going to say that? You would know that Nate Eaton, Victor Will, Jeff Roper, they're on my good-natured ribbing list. East Idaho News.
Yeah.
Caitlin Hart sometimes.
Yeah.
Danielle V. Ramirez. You're just love, buddy.
Only when they run people over and kick them in the balls.
Right. If you'd stop running people over and kicking them in the sack, we wouldn't be giving you a hard time now, would we?
Oh, jeez.
All right. Of course you know by now that the next segment is going to be Oops, All Paul.
I know. Okay, here's the thing.
Which is kind of funny because isn't that a Lucky Charms thing? And isn't Paul Irish? And
I think, I just realized what you
racist.
did there. That's really fun.
That's national. That's something. No, drawing parallels isn't.
Stereotyping, prejudice. I think those might be better, but
just Paul is Irish. Lucky Charms features a leprechaun.
Yeah.
Leprechauns are part of Irish lore. There.
Yeah.
That's how they're related. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Also, Paul is short and therefore resembles I'm kidding. Now I'm being an asshole. Go, Karley. What were you going to say?
Well, basically what I was going to say is, in a way I'm a little not sick of covering it, but it's it's been a lot to cover. And also, if it wouldn't keep getting so damn juicy.
The plot thickens, ladies and gentlemen.
Every time. Yeah.
And it's almost one thing I noticed when doing it's about to come up here, and Natalie, I know I owe you a new one. But when shooting an ad for Elsie's Closet, what I wanted to do was capture the whole essence of the store. So what do? You walk up those little stairs and just shoot the whole store, right? I would rather see 3 or 4 unique items, which she's loaded with.
Oh, I know. She's got the best stuff. Matter of fact, I forgot to mention it, but my dress last week was an Elsie's Closet one.
That was a great
and it's one of
dress.
my favorites. It's really cute.
Go back and watch it right now.
Yeah.
And I realized, that's how you make an impact on somebody rather than, look at all of this shit. There's no way they can take it in.
Right.
But if you do one item and one item and one item in a 30-second ad, you go, oh, those all stood out. Those were all unique. I think I get the picture. And so what we've got coming up for you in the second half here is just one story of one person who claims...
Technically 3, but...
3 people, thank you. As reported to us by one person.
Yes.
Who took sort of the brunt of everything. People who, according to a civil court in the UK, claimed that they were defrauded and were found to be awarded the money.
Yes.
And I use weird language because I don't understand the difference between criminal court and civil court. I know that OJ was found innocent because if it doesn't fit, he must have quit in criminal court. But then civil court found him liable for $33 million.
Right.
What do you think happened?
Yeah.
And I get it is burden of proof versus the suspension of disbelief or whatever the hell it is.
Right. But no, it is basically just a difference in the burden of proof.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So anyway, before next segment, I just want to make sure it seems like there was something on my phone, and I'll probably find it after the show.
Oh, probably. Ain't that how
a
it
couple
always
random
goes?
notes. It looks like they're working on bringing Squealer's Fun Park back.
Oh, really?
Remember that? Just north of
I do
Rigby?
remember that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, when I was a teenager, I went on a date there, and I climbed that little rock wall that they had in heels.
Oh, my God.
I know, because I'm such a badass.
Karley, you are.
I know.
You are.
I know.
Never cease to amaze me.
It's because I was really into Totally Spies as a kid, and they did everything in heels, so, yeah.
So this is wild. The Big Rock Fire, High C.
Yeah.
Is it contained by now? Are we okay? Are we going to be okay? Man.
I know.
Our thoughts are just with everybody affected by that. One day this week, the sun came up and through my windows and it was orange.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit. We don't know what that means.
Yep.
Just a lot of smoke in the sky. But this Big Rock Fire, apparently, the Life in Idaho Falls Facebook group got inundated by conspiracy theorists saying shit like...
Like
Bless
that.
you.
Thank you. So sorry.
It's all the smoke in the air.
Yeah, probably.
They start fires and turn around and look like heroes that put them out or watch them burn to remove people and families off the land through fear and panic. No one sees it's a game. The volcano may be waking up this time. I hope no one was... You're an idiot, dude. Like, seriously. Do you understand that sometimes bad things happen?
Right. Not everything. A lot of things are man-made, but not everything, babe.
Wake up, sheeple.
Yeah.
Or you might be going the other way.
Yeah.
Let's remember this. Anytime you have an extremist talking,
Yeah.
this is the center of reason. Things that which can be provable, confirmed, accepted as common fact.
Yeah.
This is wacky and crazy. But this is also wacky and crazy. I'm moving my fingers out to the side, audio-only listeners. Do you see what I'm like?
Right.
That's why extremists of both kinds. Oh, you make fun of liberals. Yeah, I also make fun of Christian nationalists.
Yeah, right.
What do you want from me?
Right. It's just so weird to see, and also like what a horrifying existence to think that there are just cabals of people out there trying to get you in particular.
IFAF is powered by Mike Helps Idaho. For real talk about real estate, Mike Helps Idaho will help you be more informed, empowered, and confident in your move.
We know Idaho Falls and we know the current real estate market. We'll guide you through the process with ease and confidence. And we're backed and brokered by the best, Keller Williams Realty, East Idaho.
When it's time to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, make your move with Mike Helps Idaho. Link in post.
Do you love living sustainably? Then go thrifting at Elsie's Closet Upscale Resale, Idaho Falls' only thrift store just for women.
Right now, save on sweaters, blouses, and dresses, boots, bags, and jewelry. And be sure to check out their new vintage section. Unique, chic, and carefully curated, with new arrivals every day.
For that can't believe I found this feeling, Elsie's Closet. Look for the pink sign downtown on A Street. It's not just a stop at the thrift, it's a whole vibe.
Want to feed your family locally raised beef? Right now, Virgin River Land and Cattle Company is offering 25-pound ground beef bundles to grill for your family.
For your very own farm-to-table experience, find Virgin River Land and Cattle Company on Facebook. New customers use promo code IFAF to save 15% on your first purchase.
And Virgin River is proud to donate $500 to the Snake River Animal Shelter for every Spud Kings home game hat trick.
Why are online reviews for the Sugar Beast saying it's a psychedelic fever dream and I cried?
Because the Sugar Beast makes the most mind-blowing ice cream you've ever tasted. Voted best in state, it's churned Victorian style with rock salt and ice for that scream into your pillow quality that only comes from handcrafted.
Get spoiled rotten at the Sugar Beast in Rexburg. New customers use code IFAF to save 10% off your entire in-store order.
Sugar Beast!
Do you love Idaho Falls as much as we do? Show it with a unique homegrown hometown tee from Teton T-shirts.
Including these cool vintage versions of the Civic Auditorium, the West Bank, and the Water Tower, our famous potato sack design, and the classic I Heart IFT. Check out Teton T-shirts. These exclusive designs are not available in gift shops.
Head to TetonT-shirts.com. Link in post. Created in Idaho Falls for Idaho Falls.
The talk show with the happy difference. IFAF, Idaho Falls. The talk show with the happy difference.
Oh, the jingle drowned us out last week? Oh my goodness. That's too bad. Okay. I guess I'll turn it down like this.
Do 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 do. La 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 la. The talk show that's all heart. The talk show with the happy difference. IFAF. Idaho Falls.
Double time. Yeah, so anyway, I hope one of you clipped that sneeze of Karley's in the last segment. Let's remember how important it is to have that fan service.
Sickos.
Maria from Aquas Maria can tell you that too.
IFAF, Idaho Falls.
Can you put these somewhere? I don't know.
I sure
Why am
can
I
try.
suddenly surrounded by bullshit? Okay. Oh no, if it isn't me and the consequences of my own actions.
Yeah, right?
You idiots. We have a good time here.
We try at least.
We sure do. Okay, here's a couple. Before we get to Paul, just a couple more things.
Don't worry, Paul. We're getting to you.
Sweetheart, how you doing, buddy? I know that we're all people, and I know that a little kindness goes a long way.
Yeah.
I know that you are looking into my past, which, first of all, knock yourself out. I'm not perfect. I think I've made it pretty clear here on this very show. Mm-hmm. But I know what that means, Paul. I know that studying narcissists, when they get cornered and backed into a wall and realized they're cooked, they do shit like that.
Yeah.
And I predicted a month and a half ago that you would try to discredit me. So feel free. I'm sure that you can find a handful of people, 4 or 5, that think I am an a-hole and a b-hole and possibly a j-hole. So knock yourself out.
Skipped right from B-hole to J, huh?
I was thinking Jackhole. Didn't Jackass? Weren't they produced by Jackhole Productions or
that
something?
actually would make sense.
I was trying to think of another hole.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what. Honestly, I thought you were going to go to C-hole.
Oh, yes, that'd be.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable.
Well, maybe you don't feel comfortable, but maybe there are people who would feel comfortable calling you that.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We saw this post last week. And I was shocked. And it seems like I've maybe heard about this before somewhere in my memory. Na, 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 na,
Don't do that. Okay? Not in the middle of summer. That's like asking for winter to come early. How dare you? Stop it. Stop it. Mike, I swear. I'm quitting the show.
House in Chicago.
Okay.
Home
You are going to get us, just so you know, by doing that, you're going to get us a copyright strike.
It's parody. It's
It
fair
doesn't
use.
matter.
I'm making up my own lyrics.
They don't care.
Satire, opinion,
Just
bad jokes,
stupid.
dad jokes.
Yeah.
Anyway, here it is. Anyone local do breast milk jewelry? Just out of the blue. Mm-hmm. And I thought, what? Now, sadly, we had just gone through a little something this week with Leo, and Karley was like, do we still have that blanket that he loved to sleep on? And I said, yes. And she said, I would like to collect some hair for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And are you just going to put it like in a little memory keepsake box?
Yeah, it's just going to sit in a box, I think, until the technology is better so that we can get him cloned. Just kidding. I don't know. Maybe.
And I've wondered that. Like, is it fair to clone a pet? Is it?
I don't know.
Because it's not this, it's a different living being.
Yeah.
Who looks the same.
Yeah.
It might even be mentally or emotionally similar. Mm-hmm. Like they've got that sort of same template when they're born, but then different experiences happen to make them something different.
Right. Which I totally get. But
so it sort of disrespects the new life form and disrespects the old life form. It's neither. When you try to be all things to all people, you're nothing to no one.
I think it depends.
Okay.
I mean, in a way, it's really just sort of setting up your odds so that this pet is more likely to have a similar temperament and similar habits to your other one. You know, like Leo loved the smell of strawberries. Mm-hmm. Like whenever I'd go to the store and pick up a pack, if I left it on the counter too long, eventually it would be on the floor from him rubbing his little face on it. And that was the cutest thing. And if I saw any cat ever do that, I would immediately kidnap it and make it my baby.
Super sweet.
You know? And so sort of having a genetic predisposition for that to be likely to happen. You know?
So we're 3 sidebars in.
Yeah.
The morality of cloning, and then back up to
Right.
Inception, reverse Inception, end of Inception, back up to the
Right.
next level, which is saving
Yeah.
things
Yeah. Sentimental.
that come from another person's body.
Right.
In this case, cat hair. Back up another level to relating that to breast milk.
Uh-huh.
Back up another level to leprechauns. Oh, too far.
Back to breast milk.
So I guess there's a thing called breast milk jewelry.
Yeah.
Right, Karley?
Yeah. Yeah. So do you know much about this?
I don't. Here's
don't?
somebody modeling a ring.
Okay, so yeah, basically what it is that they'll take someone's breast milk and dry it out until it's a powder, and then they'll crush up that powder, and usually they'll put it in like a transparent polymer clay or something similar, so that you can see the coloring and stuff, and then they'll make it into all kinds of different jewelry. Some people even make keychains. There are people who make that stuff out of other bodily fluids. Like if you, yeah.
Well, Karley, it's funny you mention that because we're getting there.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Top comment on this from Dustin. I can do a pearl necklace.
So I actually found this. I saw this TikToker come across my feed once who makes what they call gummy bears. So they,
What?
you know, they take that stuff. They've got a mold, like a gummy bear mold that they, and create like keychains and jewelry and hilariously enough, pearl necklaces with.
So, oh God.
Yeah.
So it's not edible,
No, it's
Okay.
not meant to be eaten. No.
but I guess you could.
I mean, if you can eat clay, yeah, technically,
Well, if you're gonna,
but I wouldn't.
I mean, I guess you could mix anything into gelatin,
Yeah.
flavored gelatin, and put it into a bear-shaped mold.
Right. Okay. Well, and to be clear, this person who does the gummy bears, they're not they're not meant to be eaten.
Okay,
They're,
right.
they're- yeah.
Yes, I
They're
do
in
understand
clay.
that. Thank
Yeah.
you for clarifying
Right.
that. And of course, my mind was down the other track.
Yeah.
Too
right.
late.
Sorry. Yeah. But anyway, kind of a crazy concept in a way. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Dustin Ayers, you were also IFAF this week. Crisp high five. 21 finger gun salute.
Pew pew.
Chef's kiss.
For that comment and that comment alone.
We commented something like brilliant. Perfection. No notes. I do like the the kiss
I know. I love
with
that.
the OK symbol. And I type in kiss and then hit the emoji, okay, then hit the emoji. And it makes the perfect
The little chef's kiss. I know. It's great.
chef's kiss, buddy.
But yeah.
And one other thing, for this we have to go to my open tab on East Idaho News, where we see INL manager charged for allegedly exposing himself to women on US 20. Now, they use that word allegedly, but then later in the article, Travis Dwayne Killian, 43, charged with misdemeanors for indecent exposure and reckless driving, has released a statement through his attorney, Mike Winchester, which states Travis would like the public to know that he is extremely remorseful for his actions. He sincerely hopes those affected those that got an eyeful
Jeez Louise.
will heal and that society will forgive him after he paid his debt by serving his sentence.
Okay, so
Okay.
not proven in a criminal court yet, but you do have sort of a confession there.
Sure seems like it to us.
Yeah.
So I'd like to
Yikes.
just talk about this for a minute. First of
Right.
all, it's horrible. You're a douche, and if you did and you do that,
I'm
and
like, what a weird, like, dude, you're just a freak. I'm sorry. That's a weird, freaky thing to do. And it's like, I mean, really, it's robbing people of their autonomy. You know?
right.
You're not giving them the choice. You're forcing your will upon them. Like, it's really f***ed up, man.
We've been through a few years of, I don't know if it's dialed down or just currently. I'm sure everything will swing back. We've talked about Mikey's pendulum theory. Don't like the way shit is? Wait 5-10 years. I promise it'll go back to the other extreme.
Right.
I wait for the periods in the middle.
Yeah.
which are centered in reason. Is that what we should call this Jimmy 8 world of an episode? The middle.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Yeah, right.
So we've heard a lot of people say kink shaming, and then it's really been about shaming, and F all that.
Yeah.
I think some things deserve to be shamed, like this.
Absolutely.
Stuff that has been determined by society to be criminal behavior. So
Right.
shame on you, buddy.
Right. Yeah. Well, and especially within the kink community where consent is king. You know, like, okay.
Now's the time to talk about the Idaho Kink Society and Michael and his cheese board that he got for us.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks,
and you know
Michael.
what? Here's a hot take for you. I also dislike those people who walk around Walmart dragging their boyfriend or girlfriend around on a dog leash with a collar. Okay? You are making me part of this weird thing that you've got going on, which realistically, do whatever weird stuff you want, you know, in your own
Do it.
home. Okay.
Just don't involve
but also, yeah, you don't get to take away my autonomy and my consent by going into a public place where people shouldn't expect to see people, you know, engaging in sexual activity, because that's really what it is, you know, and force
your
that
red
upon
rocket is
us.
showing.
That's weird, dude. That's weird and gross and very thoughtless of you. Yeah.
But we digress.
Yeah.
I guess what I want to know is, hey, Travis. First of all, INL, you got anything to say about that? We don't, you know, this elephant room.
Yeah. It does make you wonder if he's going to get to keep that position. Which also, man, I have seen so many people who work for the INL who, like, are such good boys and girls who will, like, not...
They know Big Brother is watching.
Right, well, and also, like, they know how good they got it, and they're not going to risk it for anything.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, I know one person who has given up what they love the most for the security and the pension and the financial benefit of working at the site.
Yeah. And honestly, the fact that this guy was willing to risk that, I think shows you just how screwed up he is in the head.
Just how much he wants to do this. So I'd like to just end by saying, Travis, listen, as you know, it's been an ongoing project, and by God, you do not want to see what's not on camera in this room. It's a shambles. In getting, you know, more cameras for this room and changing the set so that we can accommodate guests. Would it upset anyone too much if we got him in here and just said, why? And then I guess what else I want to know is how? I want to see your car. I want to see you do it. Logistically, it doesn't make sense to me.
It seems like it would be very difficult. But we did talk about this a little bit, and we did realize that cruise control would be a big help in this.
Predictive cruise control or
adaptive cruise control.
You.
Yes. Yeah, which I have in my car, and it rocks so much.
And maybe it needs to be a lowrider, and you can only do it when riding next to trucks. I don't get it.
Something.
I don't need to get it, but I am curious about it.
Just
when I read stories like
you
drove alongside a woman and then there was screaming.
I'll tell you what, Mike, let's go out to the garage. You sit in your car, and I'll tell you.
Would you do that for me, Karley?
Yeah, and we can just do a little experiment until we can tell what's going on.
How sweet.
Here, I have the perfect prop.
Oh, God. The squish pickle, ladies and gentlemen. Hey,
and
Larry.
The nice part is you can even lengthen him out to give you a little bit of extra, to work with.
Oh, boy.
Perfect.
Stretch Armstrong. Travis, did you dope beforehand? Did you take like, you know?
Well, I know you're not allowed to do that if you work for the site, so...
Well, no, I mean milligrams of sildenafil. And listen, guys, I don't know who needs to... We're going to switch topics now. I don't know who needs to hear this, gentlemen, but...
Good idea.
It's time now for... Since we're on the subject, topic,
Since we're on the subject...
Since we're back on our bullshit, let's talk about boners for just a minute, gentlemen. Gentlemen boners, of course. Gentlemen, these Blue Chew things and Blue Chew Premium, and it's got 4 things. So you get the blood flow, and then and you get the. I know some people want fast acting, and some people want long lasting. And Viagra is good for one thing, and Cialis is good for another, or Sildenafil or sildenafil, and then this one helps with emotion, and this one helps with your oxytocin or whatever hell. It's all bullshit. I tried it. You're welcome. $197 to Blue Chew.
Well, and just because it didn't work for you doesn't mean it doesn't work.
They taste like shit because you're supposed to melt them in your mouth,
which is insane.
I could barely get through it.
Yeah,
and yes, they work, but not as well as. And the thing with sildenafil is they come in usually 10 milligram capsules, so you can do, doctor says 3 to 5. Well, how long are you going to be going that night?
Right.
3? And I will tell you 4, well, let's just say there's a difference between 3 and 4.
Wow. I'm so glad you got to tell everyone about that.
I hear. I'll be your guinea pig. You know how Val Kilmer will be your huckleberry? I'll try anything once. Gas station mushroom gummies. My body is the Andy Richter tweet about it's a temple, all right. The one the monkeys shit in. The one in
yeah, right. Yeah.
Deep in the jungles.
The one decaying in the middle of the Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was picturing Indonesia for some reason, but yeah.
Close enough. Geographically not close
And that's
enough.
my Type 5 on Gentlemen Boners. Moving on.
All right, let's go.
Chamber.
Turn face.
No, that's it. No,
okay, well.
No, that's we're now doing the Chia logo.
Okay, well, thank you.
Right?
Yeah, that's much
it's
better.
so done.
Yeah, especially because I could never get the timing right on the other one.
You were fantastic, Karley. It was I who was off key.
Oh, whatever.
Let's get started.
Let's go, shall we?
Excited, curious, not excited, mad. Okay.
Yeah.
63 days since we started asking questions. That's 2 months. 38 days since Paul Baker resigned. Paul Christopher Morris Baker. 27 days of zero response from the chamber, although Trixie Hobbits they've been active this week. Not in communicating to anyone,
at all.
which is our next point. 25 days.
Bad PR, dude.
Badly
especially
done.
right now, when people are suspicious, don't you think it would make a lot more sense to be transparent and talking to the community so that people feel reassured?
Here's my guess. Somebody took a class 10 years ago. 12, sound about right? Where they studied this strategy that, silence is golden and you can't argue with anybody who's not saying anything. But
I think you really can, though, actually.
Yeah. In this case, and information is more readily and freely available with everything we've said and with everything we've got. Your strategy is outmoded, and it makes you look like a toddler who shit their pants. And you say, "Hello, Timmy, did you have something to announce? Would you like me to take you back to the changing room?" "No, I'm fine."
Yeah.
Continues playing with toys. You're not fine.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know what?
Well, and especially when all the adults in the room are talking about it.
Yeah.
Don't you think maybe now's the time?
That's how you look.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want me to use the kid with the chocolate chip cookie mess on his face analogy instead? Use that one instead. Fine. 25 days since the chamber promised. The definition of passive-aggressive behavior is saying one thing and doing another. The chamber, I'm so upset, I have repositioned my microphone. The chamber has promised in writing their commitment to accountability and transparency and an in-depth financial audit. Not what we're asking for. In fact, Whipfly, the company that you are having do this thing, actually has a great article on one of their blogs about the difference between...
Oh, really?
Yeah, thanks, whistleblower. We owe you another one.
Wow, that's just so nice.
Between an audit and forensic accounting and an audit specifically to find fraud.
Yeah, yeah.
You know Chamber, you know, the people you've hired to do this little exercise know.
Yeah.
We know you know.
Yeah.
Everybody knows we know you know, and now they know too.
Yeah, yeah.
Ta-da!
Now, I would hope that because Whipfly knows that they're sort of, doing what they should to find it. Like what I hope happened is that they sat down with Whipfly, and they said, hey, here's what's going on. We believe that, people are saying that this might have happened, yada, yada. Do what you got to do to see if that did or did not happen, And then maybe they said the wrong word when they were announcing what was going on.
Right. And we talked about, yes, they said, we've hired forensic accountants to do a little audit. Well, you've said who they are, but but then when it comes to what they're doing, that's not what, again, you can hire professional soccer players to do the accounting too. That doesn't make it the World Cup.
Right.
What matters is not who they are. Well, that does matter too.
Yeah.
But what matters most is what they're doing.
Yes, right.
As your company that you're using explains.
Yep.
So 25 days. Let's get through this. Since you promised accountability and transparency, we've seen a lot of golf. Is that another one of your strategies, by the way? Because we're on to that too. Literally flooding after deleting a lot of pictures of Christy Stone. By the way, you missed 2.
Yeah.
Can you find them? Let's see if you can.
Where's Waldo?
I'll be watching. We've seen, it's okay. We've already got them.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of golf, a lot of ribbon cutting, but no communication with us, the public, or East Idaho News.
Correct. So, what are we going to do about that?
It's a great dangling Chad. Karley, that's a great question.
Thank you.
I don't even know where to begin, so I guess we're just gotta go.
Yeah.
Last week was hot.
Yes. A lot going on.
Hot and ready, $5. $5 foot long. Freaky fast delivery. The fact that we're not even sure if the Chamber Foundation, remember there's the Chamber,
Yes.
and then the Chamber Foundation. Emerging Leaders Program, anybody? That's the one that a lot of people say, we'd like to see more of that.
Yeah.
Well, they're asking for donations for emerging leaders through the Chamber Foundation. But is the Chamber Foundation that's collecting money even a real charity? Are they a legitimate registered 501c3 charity registered with the IRS? IRS can't find them. What do you think?
Right.
Any response to that? Nope. Bold claim. Thin paperwork. State filing? Yes. IRS determination letter? No. Board of directors? Maybe.
Right.
Maybe a group chat. Maybe your mom.
Yeah. Well,
So
that's
far
the
as we can
thing.
tell, it's a name and a donation jar. It might as well be a GoFundMe.
Well, and I will say
You
too.
amateurs,
Yeah.
we think.
Well, and I will say too, if a company or if a foundation can't even organize themselves correctly enough to, be considered what they claim to be to the IRS, how would the people wanting to donate to them expect them to manage that money?
We're asking for the bare minimum expectation.
Yeah.
What is minimum expectation of a registered 501c3 charity? Let me rephrase. What is minimum expectation of a charity that claims to be a registered 501c3 charity?
For them to be.
I don't know. Registering with the IRS as a 501c3 charity.
Yes.
Being who you say you are. Otherwise, you are misrepresenting yourself. That's a big deal.
Right.
Other people might call that lying.
Or fraud.
They might. Now, we've seen nothing of the sort. There are no allegations here, only questions.
We're withholding our judgment.
But some people might view it that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I certainly wouldn't donate to a charity that was doing that.
We've got a long way to go. And in the way, a couple of follow-ups. Let's tackle those. So it's already been established by our Chamber insider that the INL is no longer a member and hasn't been for almost a year.
Right.
They let their subscription, membership
Lapse.
run out at the end of September of 2025.
Chose not to renew. Can't you blame them?
Why are they still in your Chamber directory?
Right.
What is that list and what does it mean? Something I forgot to do last week. Let's put it up right here. This is the Pocatello Chamber of Commerce. Now, have I ever, in the 3 years of this show, lauded Pocatello for doing something better than Idaho Falls?
Nope, not really. I think the closest you've said is that they've got better venues.
They do.
Yeah.
Better venues. Amphitheater. The
Plus, they had Chipotle first.
They had Chipotle, yeah.
Although they fumbled that, so.
Oh, King Tasty. Mm-hmm. But this is their Chamber of Commerce website. It is a very clear, indexable, searchable. Do you want to see them all? Here's all 791 of their members.
Yeah. Wow,
then you can search them.
Good job, guys.
By name, and then you can search them by category.
Yeah.
Why don't we have that, Chamber of Commerce? Why is it secret? Why is even the thing you publish that says Chamber Directory on the clicky show a list that we know includes the INL, even though they're not a member, and includes 2 other businesses that a witness of ours is standing by to say, yes, I will sign a written affidavit if they sue you for saying this one particular thing you're stating is wrong. We're ready for that.
Yeah.
But their business and another business they're a partner in also listed as members when they're not.
Yeah.
Paul says you got up to 780 something. Your current directory only shows 600 something, and we know that those 3 I just mentioned aren't even supposed to be on there.
Right.
So what is that list? It's convenient and kind of funny that you don't say.
Yep.
This is the chamber list of stuff we like. Or just directory, I think.
Yeah.
You sort of, it seems to me, lie through omission. Misrepresent the facts through omission. Any reasonable person, I believe, would assume, oh, that's the chamber directory, a directory of member businesses of active dues-paying members.
Yeah.
Pocatello can do it.
Yes.
Why can't you?
Yeah. Well, especially when you're, paying your CEO a pretty hefty salary.
53%. Remember 3 years ago when he came along and we showed that he doubled his salary?
Yeah.
Over doubled his salary?
Wild to me, dude. I can't imagine doing so little work for so much money. Allegedly.
Well, and remember, we saw that the Portneuf Valley Soccer Club never paid their directors until Paul came along.
Yeah.
When he was executive director, suddenly that year they paid out $120,000 in compensation.
Yeah. Well, and you know what?
To their directors.
Here's what I'll say.
Christy Stone, who else?
We're
directors.
I kind of get it in the sense that I also don't work for free, but also then don't go to a place that isn't offering to pay.
Unless it's volunteer. And guys, Chamber Board, that's where I've been hard on you. I know you're volunteers.
Right.
I know you're not getting paid for this. Sometimes I quote Lethal Weapon, Murdoch or the other guy, Murtaugh, or the other guy, Danny Glover, right? Oh no, I'm getting too old for that shit.
Yeah.
I say that too. Sometimes I think I'm not getting paid enough for this shit. And I know you're thinking that too. And I have a little sympathy for that. But so then why are you simping for Paul?
Right.
What am I to assume? What am I to think? I've got a vivid imagination. Do you owe him something? Does he owe you something? Are you trying to protect some sort of brand that you perceive? Because I'm pretty sure we've demonstrated over the last 8 weeks that there are so many questions that your credibility and your integrity and the thin veil by which it is cloaked might be evaporating. Okay, enough grandstanding and bullshit. Let's keep going.
And I will say one more thing, too. 150 is enough to pay more than one person a pretty decent salary to do the work that needs done. So, it seems a little dumb that it's not getting done. Like if really the issue is, we're volunteers, so we only have so much time, which is totally fair and valid. But if that's the case, then why don't you spread that money around a little bit and get people that can do the work for the money?
Hey, new chamber CEO, give everybody raises. Double their salary.
Something. Yeah. Yeah, instead of your own. Right.
Okay. By the way, is everybody sending everybody else the Indeed.com and the job listing for the chamber CEO and what's required?
Yeah, which honestly I thought was kind of funny because I remember reading that and I was like, oh, I'm qualified for this.
Yeah.
And it's just so, it's so funny, to see me, who's quite a bit younger than Paul, fully qualified for something like that. And then there's him who's, we find out, in our opinion, not.
Well,
And yet
okay.
he's got
I mean,
it.
if by that
Funny.
you mean it seems as if when questioned about all of the credentials that got him the job as Chamber CEO, coincidentally, shortly thereafter, almost all records of those claims were deleted from the internet, from his About Me, from his personal LinkedIn, from his Rocksteady Investments website, from his Chamber bio on the Chamber website. And there's a couple more. So anyway, back to the INL.
Let's.
Hey, INL. You got Rexburg Boner Guy, which is what my
Yeah.
notes called him. Sorry, Travis. You're now Rexburg Boner Guy. Rex
Yeah, Rexburger.
Boner.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. So the chamber talks about their values and what they promote or advocate for. And there's INL on there. It's a good printed page long about INL this and atomic energy this. Why are you doing that, chamber?
Why?
They voted with their dollar about you. Why are you simping for them? Is it because you want or maybe even need on your website keywords regarding the area's largest employer with 6,300 employees? Is that why?
That sure would be my guess.
I'm no marketing genius like Mr. No one say anything. If we hide our faces behind the couch, they won't see the rest of our bodies sticking out.
Yeah, right.
Genius marketing person there at the... All right.
We're being so mean this week.
I'm being so mean. Some might say putting the INL on your website in any capacity is misleading, which other people call lying. Next follow-up. Here's a review of the Emerging Leaders Program as offered by the Idaho Falls Chamber Foundation. That program that we think isn't a registered 501c3 charity, but I bet they're scrambling for it now, which is crazy, Karley. I've thought about this. You listen back to the last 8 weeks, and then you look at everything the Chamber's done. We have given them their playbook. You're welcome.
Yeah. Like
No, I will not apply for the CEO position, but... but Karley should.
What if you're headhunted?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Make me an offer. My first act will be to jack it up by 53%.
Yeah.
But that's ridiculous. Aha. Aha. Follow up. Here's a review. So this guy, Miles England, went to the DC trip, I guess, on their Emerging Leaders program. Not the one this year, right? This is a previous year, I think.
Okay.
He says he reviews it. Like his only recourse to talk to these guys, as he'll explain here, was to leave a Google review.
Really? Okay. Interesting.
And here's what he wrote. The chamber owes us money. What? From the Emerging Leaders Program. I do not recommend because during the trip they had to return their rental vehicles early. So I, along with some other parents, had to rent Ubers for the kids so that they could get around. And I was supposed to be reimbursed. Yeah. A trip, as I know from having given away several, usually includes, and you'll see it on game shows and shit too, airfare, hotel, and ground transportation. That's what a trip includes.
Yeah.
The rest is up to you.
It's not really worth going somewhere if you don't actually get to go around while you're there.
The going
Yeah.
and the sleeping so that you can go more the next day is very much a part of the trip.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't seem like anybody does their job. Well, Paul replied to that, and unfortunately I don't have the reply, but I'm sure you can Google it. So then he sort of, and then this thing, and then this thing. His reply to the reply is a mile long, so I'm just going to summarize. I'd like to clarify that 3 emails were sent directly to the CEO. The first being this date.
Oh.
Wife sent a message to the group, got deleted.
What is up with all this dirty
So
deleting? My
Dirty, you
dudes.
dirty deleting. It appears to us. Due to this, the only way to contact them is through the Google review I just left. The response given here by Chamber CEO Paul Baker is the first communication received from him in a month and a half.
Wow.
You know, Karley, we know something. Well, we know, God, too many things One of the things we know is some of our friends here locally did some work for the chamber. And it was less than $1,000 bill. Professionals hired by the chamber to do some work. And they didn't get paid, and they submitted an invoice, and then a past due invoice. You know how it is.
Right.
And then,
I think they said something around 6 weeks is when they finally had to go the nuclear option.
I don't remember the time frame.
Right.
But it was on their accounting and bookkeeping time frame.
Which was a very reasonable one, by the way.
I know when you do work like they did, it's due then.
Yeah. A lot of the time.
Some work is pay up front. Do I know you? No. You pay up front, and then I will provide the services for you. Some's half now, half later.
Yep.
Some with we would like to believe and like to still hope, although in my mind it's dwindling rapidly, that the chamber is an organization with a reputation for not this.
Yeah.
For paying bills immediately.
I mean,
But we certainly have a story, an anecdotal story of two people this happened to that very much shared their similar frustrations.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, they didn't get paid for this work until they started calling other people other than the person directly involved to sort of shame that person into paying.
Paul was the person who was head of this, chamber. They started calling other chamber board members and leaving messages.
And saying, hey.
Can you help us get a hold of this guy?
Yeah.
We're trying to, we've done a fair day's work for a fair day's wages. We'd like that, please, now.
Right. And you would think that the CEO of the Chamber of Commerce, an organization that is literally meant to help advocate for businesses.
That is a real sickening part of all this, Karley.
You would think that person would be like the number one guy who would be like, I always make sure that my bills, especially for small businesses, are paid as quickly as possible. Because if you're an advocate for businesses, that's what looks good.
Miles England goes on to say this lack of communication is at the heart of the frustration. While I acknowledge the effort and investment that went into the trip, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, that doesn't excuse the ongoing lack of transparency or follow-up regarding outstanding reimbursements. Nothing was communicated about reimbursements being late due to employee losses. No responsibility taken. Anyway, just one more small story in this chamber saga.
Yep.
How many more small stories do we have? I think we're already over time in this episode. Will it be double length? Come along with us now, dearest gentle reader, as you have so many times before in the last 8 weeks, as we go even deeper.
Yep.
Here is just another thing our whistleblower brought up conversationally this week as if it were no big deal and par for the course, and certainly in keeping with our current expectation of the chamber, which is sloppiness, laziness, can't decide if it's complacency or complicitness. One thing I found interesting the other day that I forgot to mention, by the way, drops this bomb. In the 990 report, which is another issue I have with Whipfly, and I'll touch on that in a minute.
Oh.
What do they say about that? Anyway, in the 990 report, it says at the bottom, each board member is subject to Section 10, Article 5 of the bylaws. Only problem is, there's not a Section 10 or an Article 5.
Well, you don't say. Which
leads me to believe that at one point in the bylaws, there was. Well, no shit, Sherlock. No shade at you, whistleblower. But yes, even an elementary Dear Watson school kid could understand that it must have been referring to something that did exist at one point.
I mean, either that or a typo, but I think it's way more likely that it was something that was taken out later.
Or something devious and mischievous.
Right.
That's another place the mind could wander to. The problem is we don't have a current copy of the bylaws. I have a most recent draft of the bylaws sent to me, which is from last year. But back to the 990 report, this called for, it's been copied and pasted for several years. That's what's evident to me. That's what I believe happened. That's what seems obvious right away. Which speaks to what? Exactly what I just said. Laziness, sloppiness.
Lack of care.
And they don't actually review what they're submitting to the IRS. Oh, yeah. If they had reviewed it, they probably would have noticed they no longer do a bowling tournament or police luncheon.
Yeah.
Like, when is the last time that happened? Laziest effing board ever. First of all, whistleblower, watch your phraseology.
It's just with us.
Unbelievable. Okay.
I feel like we should start calling our whistleblower Lady Whistledown. Just because I think
Yes!
that's so much fun.
I love it.
Yeah.
We already say, dearest gentle reader.
Yeah.
We've already extolled upon the virtues of Bridgerton Season 4
Yes.
and Gas Station Mushroom Gummies and framing and texture and depth and color, the 60-30-10 rule. Yes. Let's double down and double whistleblow her,
I love it.
our lady whistleblower.
Okay. All right. That sounds
And
good.
if you're a dude, I hope you don't mind.
Right. Yeah. In this, yeah. You know what? And also that'll help make the like pronouns of it all simple. We'll just start saying, Lady Whistledown and she and her and all that.
I love it.
Make it easy.
I love it. I'm in love with
Okay,
it.
perfect. Let's go.
And Paul, I know I touched on this, but yes, I want to touch on it just one more time. I know you're looking into my past and looking through files and requesting documents. Mm-hmm. Now, that ought to make you wonder, how the hell does he know that? Yeah.
That's the thing that I have to assume.
How would I know that?
I have to assume
I think you know.
that is the most frustrating thing for good old PB, is like I bet he constantly thinks he is moving in the shadows.
Well, that's what we hear about him. He thinks he's smarter than everybody else.
Right. And I bet he is like so reassured and like cackling to himself at how clever he is. And then, he'll listen to the episode and be like, shit, how did they know?
One herp derp photo of Paul that I just love. It's my favorite photo. And this is sort of a cut it and run episode. So I'm not inserting jack shit into this. I don't know, maybe. I have to put that chamber from Pocatello chamber visual in. So that's at least one thing I'll be doing. If there's time, I'll put this one in too. I just captioned it puddin'. Because that's what you look like you're doing, is staring off into space, thinking of the simplest, most delicious childhood treat. I either picture you like that or with a finger up your nose.
Yeah. Jeez Louise.
Pick a winner. Mm-hmm. I do it too, but only at stoplights. Anyway.
You can't do it at stoplights, then people can see you. That's like the worst place to
I know.
do it.
Somebody catch me. $100 reward if you can get a selfie.
That's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. But Paul, so ask yourself, how the hell would I know that? And then remember something. Bro, I'm just the messenger.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just the messenger. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Maxim,
Even
idiom, adage.
Right. Even if Paul did somehow go and find the dirtiest dirt on us or, made up some stuff or whatever it took, to make us seem like horrible, evil people, it doesn't really matter because we're not talking this isn't about who is an exemplary human. This is about events that happened and events that didn't happen.
I'm sure there was a coworker that hated me for good reason. I had to make a lot of unpopular decisions as a manager.
Right.
I'm sorry, dude. I know you've been fired from every radio group in town twice. I can't hire you back. Mm-hmm. You kind of got enough rope and you hung yourself. Right. Don't shoot the messenger.
Right.
All right. Anyway, dig to your heart's content. I just know now that you're cooked.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more. Do we want to do this first? Do we want to do... Let's do this first, and we're going to save Stephen Varley for just a couple minutes from now. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else I missed? I'm leaving off the table. No, this is it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hey, Chamber, you just heard us talking about Lady Whistledown.
Yes.
And her observation that your bylaws were outdated.
Yeah.
Is this you, bro? Here's something they did, Karley. And there's no way anyone would even know it unless they ran some sort of site robot search or perhaps a Google search to see what pages on the chamber website were new because they haven't actually linked to the page yet. They've created it. It's right here. It's got the following documents, but there's no way to see it unless you know it's there.
Right.
So they've got it locked and loaded and ready to go, but they haven't shared it with the public. I assume this week, now that the cat's out of the bag, you're welcome, Idaho Falls. They will. Or maybe...
Or maybe they'll just delete it.
Maybe their marketing person thinks that this is the movie A Quiet Place with Emily.
Blunt.
Thank you. I almost said Bloom. There, that reveals something about my past that I'm not proud of. And John Krasinski.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what the marketing director thinks this is.
Yeah.
It's The Quiet Place. And if they don't make a noise, Mike and Karley won't hear them.
Yeah.
We've been told that they said something like, we don't negotiate with terrorists. We're trying to help you.
Right.
Your budget and funds are like a sieve.
Right.
A leaky, more like a colander.
Right. That's the thing. That's the thing that gets
Any
me.
chunks of money that remain are too big to move in one go.
Yeah.
It looks like to us.
Yeah. That's the thing that gets me the most. Is like, we don't have to be enemies, bud. Matter of fact, I would say that we're your allies. It's just you choosing not to team up, really.
Have you seen that meme where the two guys standing guard or I don't know, on the war front are like, they kind of describe themselves. They're wearing all black and they've got, I don't know, a weird insignia on their helmet and they talk about what they're doing and who they're fighting. And they look at each other and they go, wait a minute, are we the bad guys? And they realize in that moment, oh shit, we're the bad guys.
Yeah.
Chamber, you know that the entire city of Idaho Falls that is paying attention to this, so what? 12%? And not just those people, but the people who have a little extra clout and
Maybe even business owners in the area.
Power over things, they're paying attention too. Why do you think the INL almost a year ago withdrew from the chamber? Did they feel like it wasn't just what did I hear? Overpromise and underdeliver situation. Did they think that it was an overpromise and non-deliver, non-delivery of any goods situation? Did the area's largest employer think that? When are you going to admit you had a problem? If you don't, you've lost your credibility. You can't put this shit back in the horse.
Yeah.
You can't put these last 8 episodes or whatever it's been back in the horse.
At this point, all you can do is shovel it up and get it away.
Okay.
Let's go.
Or toothpaste back in the tube.
Yeah.
As it were.
Yeah.
So these documents on your website, I think it's, I don't know if it's chamber, whatever the hell your website is, greater, I don't know if it's .org, is it .org, right? / bylaws. It was created July 23rd. And by the way, we've reviewed them. It's so easy these days. Throw it into whoever.
Yeah.
Chat, Grok.
Yeah. Any AI.
It'll just review it for you and just give you the objective facts. This document appears to state that blah. So easy. They won't be your catty friend. They won't read anything into it unless actually you assign that characteristic to them. Right? Like you can do that too.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you're just like, you're an attorney, interpret this.
Yes.
You're a Supreme Court judge, tell me what this says. This reads like something drafted by an attorney who was thinking about liability exposure, retaliation claims, privilege waiver, records access disputes, rather than someone trying to clamp down on transparency. Because remember, Chamber, you promised, at the sake of losing my place in this damn thing and causing a long, awkward pause, commitment to accountability and transparency. You say that. You're not doing it.
Yeah, seems kind of hollow when your actions don't match your words, bud.
In other words, covering your own ass.
Yeah.
Are these policies specifically designed to try to prevent whatever audit is done from ever seeing the light of day? You wouldn't, would you? I know that there will be some criminal cases pending. I know that there will be some looking into based on some things that are already matter of fact. And when that happens, I think there's going to be a little, when discovery happens, there's no covering your tracks.
Nope.
And there's a good attorney who's really got it done for you.
Yep.
I don't know, lost $70,000. I'm just pulling that number out of my hat. Or am I? You know, Mike, you'd really be great at making points if you could just cut the theatrics. It's a bit much.
I think it's fun.
I do too. Why are we doing this podcast, Karley?
For fun.
For fun.
Yeah.
Why the hell else would you do it? Honestly?
Yeah.
Because this hasn't really been a lot of fun, but
Sometimes.
just a spoonful of snarkiness helps the audits go
Helps the
down.
honesty come out.
Thank you, Mary.
I got you.
You know, Karley, it is a jolly holiday with you always.
Well, thank you.
I wish you had your parasol.
I know. It would be very fitting with this outfit.
That's a great dress, by the way.
Thank you. I got it from Poppy and Pout. Or
No,
Poppy
Pee Pee Poo Poo?
77
Poppy
or whatever it
77?
is.
They changed
Yes.
the name.
Or Pee Pee Poo Poo.
There's blue. So it's a pink dress mostly, but then
Yes.
there's these little blue
a
flower
little bit
accents.
Of blue. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I love this kind of stuff.
Periwinkle?
Yeah,
Was it
you know what? I think it's a little too blue to be periwinkle. 'Cause
Cornflower?
Yes, it's more cornflower. Yep. Periwinkle's got a little bit more purple in
I'm
it.
getting better at
Yeah.
this.
Matter of fact, your pocket square is basically periwinkle.
Oh, thanks for noticing.
Yeah.
I thought I'd zag a little bit, right?
I love it. I think it's great.
Karley's wearing pink. I'll wear blue.
Mm-hmm.
How about a touch of violet? Lights, lavender, violet. Lavender, Jasmine 3017.
Anyway.
So here it is, coming soon to a publicly available page on the Chamber of Commerce website. The bylaws, the conflict of interest policy, the confidentiality and non-disclosure policy. Can't wait. And now to wrap up this episode, we have what I sort of alluded to earlier as a unique single snapshot, the story of one individual, like
Technically
Karley.
3 being told by 1.
Yeah. And his experience with Mr. Paul Baker.
Right.
This is mostly his account, but it's
Yes.
also supported by court documents that we now have on file
Yep.
in our ever-growing Paul Baker receipts folder.
Our dossier.
This is the account of one Stephen Varley, Stephen with a PH, Varley with not Chris Farley, but a V instead of an F.
Yeah, actually kind of funny because it's spelled like Karley, but with a V.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's another way to put it.
Yeah.
Let's title this story, The Man Across the Pond.
Yes.
And it will be read to you by the lovely Karley Morgan and interjected occasionally and fact-checked along the way.
Yeah.
So we just get everything right by Mike Nelson in the background.
Yes. So basically, this takes place long before Paul came over to Idaho Falls and became the CEO of the Chamber of Commerce. Of course, this took place all the way across the pond, and this is directly from someone who took Paul to court, Stephen Varley. He lives in Southampton, England.
I know that. That's where the Titanic was launched.
Oh, yeah.
And the only reason I know that is that's a great piece of music on the Titanic soundtrack. Southampton.
Hilarious. I love that. Of course you'd know that.
Chef's kiss.
So anyway, Stephen is a retired British public servant with a background in maritime search and rescue, ship surveying, and other government work. And he actually had a very personal reason to get involved with Paul Baker, which is that one of the people involved was his son, Kenneth, whom Stephen himself described as being in a very vulnerable place, both physically and emotionally, at the time that this all took place. The other man Stephen has been referring to as Robert. Robert was undergoing treatment for leukemia at the time, which I think would also put him in a very physically and emotionally vulnerable place. Basically, it all began with the company Ventus Energy Limited.
Wait.
Which you might recognize.
How do we know that name? Do you remember Paul Baker's surprise? Pretty sure he forgot about it, but probably still had the login. Because shortly, I'm imagining in my active imagination that because it was deleted soon after we discussed it, like a lot of things that were dirty deleted coincidentally and conveniently. His About Me page, that was so hot 10 years ago, was it not? Between 2016 and 2019. Also, the same time, he was stating that he had a company and he was the president and king and Lord Grandmaster and Supreme Ruler of the Universe of Ventus Energy.
Yeah.
That was his company. Remember how Paul creates lots of companies? And we've shown that with the Secretary of State
sure have.
business registry thingy on the Idaho Secretary of State website. He creates these companies. He's since dissolved them. We talked about that last week.
Yep.
So he was creating companies back then, and he was advertising them on his About Me page. You know, the same one that said he went to Cambridge instead of Yale, which his LinkedIn later said, wow, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ventus Energy.
This company was supposed to be, or supposedly, a developing renewable energy technology. Was supposedly developing a renewable energy technology called a live air generator.
Sounds exciting.
Very cool.
Sounds
I'm all about green
related.
energy.
Yeah.
Super cool. Now, according to Stephen's sworn statement that was filed with the Cardiff County Court, Paul offered Kenneth what was called a friends and family investment opportunity, which led to Kenneth investing £6,000. Now, here's where things get a little interesting, is that according to that court statement, that money did not go into the Ventus corporate bank account. It went into Paul's personal bank account, which seems like not the correct place for that money to have gone.
Mild shock.
Yeah. Anyway, Kenneth later provided another $2,000, and Robert ultimately invested $6,000. So a pretty penny, quite a bit of money.
Yeah. If I'm going to throw $6,000 at something, I want to be serious about it.
Yeah. That's not money that you just mess around with generally. But anyway, according to Stephen's court statement, these investment payments were paid into Paul's personal account at Paul's request. This isn't a I didn't know the accounts were linked situation. This is a very intentional situation where this money was put in there on purpose. And the investors received no share certificates and no accounting for their money, which is what made Stephen suspicious. That's
Stephen Varley, the guy that's telling this story. Over the course of 5 or 6 emails and a lot of supported attachments and follow-up questions and shit.
Right.
Like we could have had this last week, but we just didn't have literally everything.
Yep. Exactly.
And then that a panel of experts also said, you ought to ask him this, you ought to ask him this.
Exactly.
Okay.
But anyway, and that's pretty uncommon. Generally, when you buy into a company, when you invest, you get some sort of proof that you've done that. Something that says, hey, you've done this, we're going to promise you this.
And when you buy Apple shares, Tim Cook doesn't call you and say, yeah, just send me some iTunes gift cards. It's just like, it's not quite.
Yeah. Now, Stephen, because of this suspicion, did decide to do something that was pretty clever, where he actually invested £500 himself. But unlike the others, he already knew what to be looking out for. So he specifically insisted on documentation because he was concerned that there wasn't a proper audit trail. Doesn't that sound a little familiar?
It does.
Yeah.
And when Lady Whistledown first contacted us, I was like, this is a person who's suffering from a medical condition. Their mind is racing with all sorts of OCDness, and they're asking all sorts of weird questions, and they're expecting me to know what they're talking about with the SEC and Form 990s. And
I think they're just
don't you see how this doesn't match up? No, I don't. But I get you now.
Right.
All right.
Now, ultimately, Stephen received no share certificates and no accounting for the money. despite requesting it, by the way. That's when things got even weirder, because he contacted another director of the Eventus Energy Company, John Connolly. According to Stephen's sworn statement, Connolly told him he didn't know about any outside investors in the company at all. Which I would think, if you're also a director on a company, that'd be something you'd be clued into pretty quick. I mean, if I were collecting investments for a company, I would go to my partner immediately and be like, dude, great news. Guess what I've got for us? You know?
Right. Yeah, it almost seems like
weird to keep a hush-hush.
I'm wandering off on an imaginary track right now. Mm-hmm. And I promise to circle right back. But it almost sounds like, is that the MO of some scam artists, is to become a partner in a company and be a legit partner and a legit company, even though I don't even know if that's, but and then tell other people, hey, you can be a partner too. But and that's really that's the whole reason they joined this company, is to be in it so that they can recruit other people. But just stick that into my account and I'll take care of those funds for you.
Right. I
wonder.
Yeah. Now, 9 days later, Paul applied to have Eventus Energy struck from the company's house register.
I don't know what that means. Is that some British thing? But you can look it up. There is a site. Yeah. There's like .uk.gov.uk.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, I don't know.
It sounds a little bit like
Brits.
Having the company dissolved.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Now that's of course when Stephen went to work, because that is super suspicious and certainly makes you wonder.
Well done.
I mean, especially after especially directly after a hefty investment. One would think that would be a really weird time to close the doors.
So Stephen got a stake in the company. He threw his $500 in just to see what was up, for the right to ask questions, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then when this other dude from Eventus said, yeah, there's nothing like that going on.
I don't know of any other investors.
9 days later, Paul applied to have Eventus Energy struck from the register. A lot of dirty deleting going on. What a tactic.
Well, and it's just so funny to me. Like, do you think that people are going to forget? Do you think that people won't know? It was there a second ago, but now it's not. Like, do you think that people don't have, what's that called? When something's out of your eyesight? No, when something's out of your eyesight, so it doesn't exist anymore?
Object permanence?
Yes.
No. What? Yeah. Okay.
Do you think that people lack object permanence, Paul? You know?
Wait, hang on. Is that why we hear you think you're smarter than everybody else? Is because you think they can only be as smart as you are.
Right.
And you're a
oh my goodness.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Anyway, that's when lawyers became involved. The attempted dissolution was challenged. The investors demanded and that's when the investors demanded an audit of the company. Stephen says that audit never happened. Their solicitor also questioned whether Paul was legally authorized to engage in the investment activity being described, which sounds a lot like what we've done.
And there it is.
Isn't that interesting?
Does this smack
Didn't we say, hey, is he even allowed to do that? That seems weird.
Smack of some of the things suggested about Paul by the Jack O' the North blog,
right?
And Rocksteady Investments and the Afan Valley Project, or Afan.
Yeah, that weird Facebook post asking for unregulated investments.
That was something different here in the U.S. Where was that? Was that in Lava or in Utah or in McCammon or McCowan or McCallan or? And remember the whole thing we had to ask ChatGPT about. Unregulated investments basically equals good luck trying to get your money back.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So.
Yeah. Now, interestingly enough, Stephen's subsequent court statement states that Paul was not authorized to engage in that sort of investment activity. Now, here's where we've got to be really precise, because if we mess this up, it means, basically, these words mean very specific things, and we've got to make sure that we're using them correctly.
Let's go.
So I'm going to be reading very closely with what I have in front of me instead of sort of, riffing. Stephen believes Paul deliberately exploited these men and took their money for his own benefit, but that is Stephen's allegation. Okay? We haven't found a criminal fraud conviction against Paul arising from this matter, and Stephen himself says that the British authorities regarded recovering the money as a civil matter. Now, personally, I think that's kind of bullshit.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Let's break from the script for a minute.
Because, like, if someone is stealing money and stuff, that's a crime, and therefore, I feel like it should be handled, like like in a criminal court.
Yeah. Hey, give me $6,000.
Right.
In a couple of years, I'll give you $8,000.
Right.
Okay, great. That's a deal. Mm-hmm. And then when it doesn't happen and you don't even get your $6,000 back, oh, well, it was just a poor investment.
Right.
And that should go to the civil courts. Again, OJ. Mm-hmm. Criminal court, oh, he's fine. Nothing happened. Nothing to see here. Civil court, you owe $33 million.
Yes. Yeah. It's a little weird.
The truth, probably somewhere in the middle. Or, somehow
yeah.
not provable over here, but everybody thinks so over here.
Right. Well, and here's the thing. It's all about burden of proof.
Yeah.
Beyond a reasonable doubt is the criminal standard, and then there is a slightly lower standard for civil court.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like within reason after reviewing the evidence. Yeah.
I wonder what Paul's answer would be to this, because here's another thing you should ask yourself, how I know, Paul. I hear what you're saying about, like, one of the reasons you gave this, and this is great, by the way, nicely done, for resigning from the chamber is, after we started asking questions, that you needed to resign so that you could be on the beach for a little bit, jobless for a little bit, so that you could then prove to the court when you sue us for defamation, which we don't think you're going to do, discovery, cough, cough, but knock yourself out, is you needed to prove damages and loss of income. Mm-hmm. But see, I don't think you get that if you resign.
Yeah.
You're telling everybody it was your decision to resign. So like always, it seems to me, there's always one thin bridal veil or Kleenex tissue, hospital clean, the thin see-through ones that are barely there. The one ply.
Yeah.
That can easily be countered to the thing you're saying, because you always got an answer for somebody, says a chamber insider.
Yeah.
Always got an answer for something you're doing. Mm-hmm. So, I resigned so that I could prove a loss of income. Nope. I quit my job so that I could get on nope.
No, doesn't work that way, buddy.
Yeah, have you ever, it's a work visa and all, America and all.
Yeah.
So I wonder what you would say to these people. Oh, they didn't understand the investment.
Yeah.
To objectively vulnerable individuals, one with leukemia and one with...
Yeah, one who is in an emotionally and physically vulnerable state. We don't know exactly what the cause of that vulnerability is, but you know what? We'll take Stephen's word for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to be sensitive to that because, man, haven't we all had our bad days, weeks, months, or even our year.
Thank you.
But I wonder what Paul would say to that. Mm-hmm. I'm sure he's got something to say.
Yeah.
Okay, but a court, keep going with the court, I want to know.
Now, that's just talking about the criminal side of things. Stephen actually did pursue Paul in civil court, and Stephen and the other claimants did win that. So...
What?
Yeah. The records that we've received identify Stephen as the lead claimant and state that judgment has been granted in their favor.
Okay, dumb old me, I think the thing I can lock in, this is a court saying Paul owed money.
Yes.
A court said Paul owed money.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep. Exactly.
These people said it was because of fraud or whatever the hell.
Yeah. Yeah. Shady business practices at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Claiming to represent a company who was accepting outside investors, even though another representative of the company said they were not accepting outside investors. And then the outside investors' money was then deposited into Paul Baker. What do you think?
Yeah.
8-year-old kids?
Yeah.
Can you figure out this puzzle?
Yeah. Anyway, Stephen says that 3 underlying claims were roughly $500 for himself, $8,000 for Kenneth, and $6,000 for Robert, which adds up to basically exactly what they invested. So it's not any extra. It's just what they've put into it.
I think some court costs, right?
Yeah.
Or something? I don't know.
But anyway, after the court costs and the interest, the amount owed was larger, but they were kind of guaranteed that base sum. By July 2021, Cardiff County Court records showed that $3,089.88, pounds, is still owing under the judgment or order.
Now let's stop right there. So what we've got is a year and an amount and a currency I don't understand.
Yeah.
So let's convert 33,000 pounds in 2021 to American dollars in today's terms. And we did just that. And that's about 55 grand.
Yeah.
Is how much Paul apparently left the UK owing, correct? Because he never paid it. He left Britain for the United States.
Right.
And that, kids, is how you become president and CEO of the Greater Idaho Falls Chamber of Commerce. And then he lived happily ever after with his wife and his new girlfriend until then filed for a divorce. And then somebody asked one question or a series of simple questions. I think there were 9 on the original list in episode 147.
Anyway, the court ordered Paul to appear and disclose his income, expenses, assets, and liabilities, produce financial records, and answer questions under oath so that the judgment could be enforced. What's important here is that Stephen isn't saying that Paul owed him money. This is the court saying that Paul owed him money.
Okay. So just for my dumb brain.
Yes.
The court said Paul owes Stephen money. Got it.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's hear it for the lovely and talented Karley Morgan.
Doing my best here.
A lot of facts to understand.
Yeah.
And you have a soothing reading voice, and I love it.
Thank you.
And let's just recap here. So, 55 grand. We have a sworn court statement saying vulnerable investors put thousands of pounds into what they believed was an Eventus investment. Where is Eventus now? That's what I want to know. I think it was dissolved, and I think I saw that on the gov.co.uk. Whatever the hell you crazy limeys.
Not limeys.
Offensive? Is that is
I thought
limeys
limeys were New Zealanders.
No. Limeys are Brits because they would come over from Britain and they'd get scurvy.
Right.
And they'd colonize America, but they found that citrus fruits would prevent scurvy.
Yeah, so they'd be sucking on limes.
Yeah. Sucking on lime, you lime suckers.
Anyway.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, Paul applied to strike the company from the register. Okay, that's what that means. From the thing I saw, the gov.uk.
Yes.
How many times am I going to say that?
Yeah.
So we have kind of recapped this. Stephen fought back, took Paul to court. Claimants won. Years later, still owes him money. Stephen told us something that probably explains this entire story better than anything else. He said that unlike his son, Robert, he went into this with his eyes wide open. He had the resources to fight Paul.
Yep.
The mental acuity. My God, I was caught in a hit and run accident. Where I got hit.
Yeah.
And they ran.
Yeah.
So not my fault. Out of the blue. 2 months ago now, and I'm still working with insurance. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? It's a full-time job.
It's insane. It's insane.
Collecting from something that somebody else did to you.
Yep.
Anyway, had the resources to fight Paul, and he did it because he wanted to help vulnerable people. Nearly a decade later, Stephen Varley is telling his story, his son's friend's story. And Karley, you just told it to everybody else.
Right.
Now, I want you to think for just a minute. What got under our whistleblowers' skin so much that they had to say something? And first, have everything to back it up. People are giving us, it's so sad, really, that people are giving us all the credit for this, Karley, because we do not deserve it.
No.
A very clear case was established before we talked about it, and we kind of went, I think they're onto something.
Yeah. Well, and it was so funny, too, because the whistleblower even said, man, I really want to talk to Stephen Varley. And then, a week later, in our inbox, There he is.
You manifested that shit.
Yeah.
Remember that. Mm-hmm. Stephen, thank you for heeding whatever call brought you to us.
Yes.
And why did Stephen do this too? And why is he talking about it nearly 10 years later, 5 years after the judgment, still not paid? Because he loves his son.
Yeah.
Because apparently Paul Baker preys on weak, vulnerable people to get money deposited in his own account. At least that's what it looks like to me, based on Stephen Varley's account.
Yep.
What's under the whistleblower's skin? Paul hurt them in some way, obviously. So, Chamber of Commerce Board, that's whose ass you're covering for. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do?
Well,
Oh, he was a member of the church. He was an outstanding member. Was he? Because that happened. Mm-hmm. And then PVSC happened. And then some chamber hemorrhaging happened. A lot of unexplained shit. And you don't have 1 ounce of sympathy for those people that got screwed? No, you have an ounce of sympathy for a boy in your boys club.
Yeah.
Do ya?
and the thing that really gets me about this story too is that I would think that if Stephen genuinely thought that Paul had learned his lesson, had, repented, had actively tried to change his stripes, he probably wouldn't be saying that much,
I let it go.
Yeah.
I've done well for myself.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think that most people are like that. I think that a lot of people will offer grace, even to people who wronged them, so long as they apologize and do what they can to make it right. But when you see that person not apologizing, not doing what they can to make it right, and then, staying on their bullshit, I think that's when you don't drop it.
I've said this or alluded to this a couple of times before, and I'll say it one more time before we get going here, that the moral of this story will be not what you think it is. It's not going to be don't rob people blind, don't hurt people.
Don't prey on the vulnerable.
The name of the game isn't to stockpile wealth for yourself at literally the expense of everybody you can come across through lies. I'm sorry, misappropriation or what? Misrepresentation, deceit, scheming. I'm adding those.
Or at the very least, even if it's not that, just pure stupidity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Negligence,
Yeah.
complacency.
Yeah.
The moral of the story won't be that. It will be, don't be a dick. Don't hurt people. At the end of Scooby-Doo when the old man says, and I could have gotten away with it too had it not been for you pesky kids.
Meddling kids.
Meddling kids.
Yeah.
Perhaps, Paul, you might say, and I could have gotten away with it too had I not been such a dick. You think I'm a dick? Well, you're right. But Idaho Falls, I'm your dick. What a ride. Karley, would you like to wrap it up with what's coming up?
Why not? Let's do that. Coming up this Wednesday night is Frickin' Bats. I love Halloween. Just kidding. It's Frickin' Bat Night at the Idaho Falls Zoo. That's going on August 12th. And the tickets are super cheap. You get to learn a ton about bats. Plus, you get to see them fluttering around in the red lights. It's really cool.
And you get to hear them, too.
Yes. They set up, ultrasonic speakers so that you can hear them.
Fun auditory experience.
It's super fun.
Tickets are $6 if they're not sold out.
If they're not sold out, which they do sell out fast, because it's freaking cool and it's freaking bats. Anyway, let's see here. Friday the 14th is going to be Movies in the Park. They're showing Lilo and Stitch. This is being put on by the Idaho Falls Parks and Rec at Central Park. That's the one over by Garfield Street.
Okay.
If you know where that is, across from the old Payless shoe store.
Yeah.
Remember Payless?
I do.
Yeah. It is the new Lilo and Stitch, so keep that in mind.
Oh, it is?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, super fun. And honestly, I love that kind of stuff just because it's so like community centric.
Yeah.
You get to hang out with your friends. You can totally chat during the movie and people don't get mad at you like they do in the movie theater.
You can talk about how the live action doesn't live up to the original animated. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can play on the perk equipment while you're watching.
You can talk about the sad story of the girl who played Lilo or
I
Stitch.
know.
No.
Lilo. Yeah. Super sad. All right.
Sad. Well, that's our show. Hell of a show. Mm-hmm. Go get 'em, Tiger.
And be kind to critters.
IFAF.